Can you hear me? Okay. This is something like your 21st national championship, I think, on the road, on the track, indoors, outdoors, cross country, etc. And right now it seems like you're at the very top of your game. Can you talk about how you're feeling going to Rio, or what your goals are there, and what you hope will happen?
Definitely an honor to win the 5 and 10 here. I wasn't sure how that was going to go, and if you told me that I'd be doing that back in 2008, I never would have believed you. So that's pretty crazy to look back on that. And now I'm just looking ahead to Rio. We're likely going to focus on the 10K and just hopefully I'll be able to be in PR shape. I don't know what the time will be, but I'll need that effort, that 30-30 type effort to be in the mix. So that's what we're going to do. Try and train hard, avoid injuries, and just get there feeling as good as I can.
Next question. Here, and then over to Chris.
Shelby and Kim. Shelby, can you talk about the decision to move up to 5K this year? And Kim, can you talk about coming back after the 10K and dealing with that disappointment, and also coming in whether you thought your best chance was the 10 or the 5?
Jerry kind of thought maybe the 5K would be more my event, and I just trusted him, and I know he knows what he's talking about, so yeah, I just trusted the process and just have been training for it all year, and it's been amazing so far.
Obviously the 10,000 was disappointing, having my shoe come off, but I made a decision on the track that the gap was too big to close, and that the right call was to save myself for the 5,000. So once I stepped off the track, I turned a page right away, and got really excited about running the 5,000 here, and even the prospect of running the 5,000 in Rio. And so I've just been totally forward focused since July 2nd, and I'm very relieved and excited to have made the team, and looking forward to what's ahead.
Shelby, can you talk about that last lap? And also a second question, if Molly does not choose to run the 5, your teammate Emily gets bumped in. Do you have any insight on whether she doubled as well?
I don't have any insight. It's kind of all up to Jerry, and they're kind of, I don't really know. But what was the first question again? Sorry.
Last lap.
I knew if I was there going into the last lap that I would have enough left to finish strong, so I just didn't look back, and I just closed as hard as I could.
Next question. Over here, Mark.
I have a question for Kim. Say, Kim, you ran the race, conservatively. You kind of towards the back for a lot of the race on the outside, and then you moved up. Can you tell me about that strategy, and also what your thoughts were on the last lap?
Well, definitely part of the strategy was to stay out of trouble. And then I was trusting that Molly would keep the race really honest, because she is such a strong runner. And I knew there were several athletes in the field, like Shelby, that come from a really good 1,500 background. So I didn't want it to be a 400-meter race. So I was trying to stay up with the leaders. And I was hoping it would get strung out even a little more than it actually did. Then trusting that I could run a good last 1,000 meters. And on the last lap, I was, even knowing that Molly probably wasn't going to keep the 5,000, I really wanted to be in the top 3 and be able to go on the victory lap. So I was really, really pressing for that 3rd place finish.